Ladies and gentlemen, denizens of the internet, welcome back to the Deplorable Batcave podcast, your one-stop shop for degeneracy, fucking batshit insanity, and other inconsequential topics. Today we have special guest, Punishing Creepswork, joining us for the first time.
It's punished Creepswork. Thanks for fucking that up.
Yeah,
Also, that's a cringy-ass intro, so glad to be a part of it.
Yep. Well, it's meant to be cringe because we don't give a fuck anymore. Introducing the rest of the panelists from my left to my right, we have Ice and Fire.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell!
Bigfoot.
Okay, gang, let's have an epic podcast.
That just depressed me.
Blop. Blippity blop.
Using hyperview, like Dustin Cropped Boy.
We have Gimpy in the peanut gallery as per usual, but no one gives a flying fuck.
Fuck you, Gimpy.
Beggar Hero.
Howdy, everyone. Welcome to the South of Heaven.
And, of course, myself as host, Spartacus Ryuo. So, folks, for tonight's topics, first up for discussion to our wonderful panelists, we have Tommy Robinson and all the shit that's gone down because of it. Oh, God.
I have some spicy opinions on it.
That's generally what we do.
Alright, who should go first?
Floor's open.
Okay, so this ties into Count Dacula as well. The British people asked for this punishment. So, yeah.
Yeah, it does seem to be self-inflicted, now doesn't it?
Get fucked, Blip. Get fucked.
I cannot feel sorry for the people. I do hate their government, but I just cannot feel sorry for them.
Yeah, completely understandable. And the thing that gets me is the apologizing that goes on for the police. Oh, they're just following orders. They're just doing what they're told to. They don't have a choice. They didn't do the jobs otherwise.
Sounds like the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we were to be fair, this is just what happens in the police state. People cannot solve issues on their own, and then they go to police to go to their issues.
I like the ideology of what are you going to do when 911 doesn't pick up? Well, you pick up a gun.
999
But no, you can't because there's no guns over there.
Oh, there are plenty of guns.
They just don't
You're
use
wrong.
Pointed at the
No,
citizens.
no. There are plenty of guns. They're just in the hands of the people you're not allowed to touch.
them.
Well, remember, you need a license for that potato peeler.
Well, if you get a license to that potato peeler.
Also, to add to that, there's this picture, I don't know how true it is, but like apparently you have to be 16 to buy pop.
To buy what?
Pop, soda,
No.
bubbly stuff.
No, I think that's...
No.
that's
You have to do it in Brit speak. It's called Fizzo Bizzo. Thank you very much.
carbonated beverages.
Oh God, it is something gay.
Or for instance, the TV license. It's all a control of information, what people can see and watch, and what they think. It's
The
not
TV license, though, is very, very old. That comes down to the BBC.
but it's still a thing, which is ugh.
I agree, but that's kind of ingrained. That's been there for generations now. So that would be something that would be hard to shake off.
Well, a good old uprising could
Yeah,
fix
it's also hard to shake off the chains of the British Crown. Yeah, we kind of did it in
Fuck you.
1776,
it.
and we've been better for it ever since, Dad.
By the way, there's still a standing order for your arrests.
Good. Fuck you.
Yeah, good.
Anyway,
Topic at hand.
yeah, I do think that they overstretched themselves on this occasion. They almost got away with it, because if somebody hadn't been there to basically update Tommy's team as to his whereabouts,
He would have
he literally could have disappeared.
He would have been an unperson. This is literally a 1984 scenario.
Yeah. But they underestimated the power of the interwebs and how quickly people are able to reach each other. I mean, that was a fucking lightning fast trial, if you can call it that. Under 5 hours? That's insane.
I think this is also
From arrest to trial to verdict to carrying out the sentence.
Well, I mean, Blib, this will further it, like almost implicated with the Dankula crowd. Like, didn't it took 2 years?
Yep.
Sorry? Didn't
But-
what?
Didn't Count Dankula trial like took 2 years to finally get concluded? So
Yeah.
they could have either the fastest of times or worst of times.
Dude, look at the people who Tommy Robinson was covering. That's been... How long's that been taking? That's been, what, a year, 2 years, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And
Also, I think this is the first time people have ever seen a real media blackout.
Yeah.
And I think that added to like the holy shit, this stuff's real.
But the thing is that they assumed that they would get away with that. Because here in little old Blighty, most people still are suckling from the teat of legacy media. And because the legacy media was enacting that blackout, most people would not have heard about it.
until
But
word
thanks
of,
to
More
outside...
importantly, they're suckling from the teat of the state as well. I mean, the whole
Yes.
system's fucked.
I mean, it just proves that the private media people, you know, like the YouTubers and whatnot, is it's quicker, it's better, and
It's the future.
yeah.
Absolutely. Why do you think they're coming... I mean, it's a risk of deviating from the topic. Why do you think they're coming down so hard on YouTubers?
Because they're
Because
the
of the
actual
threat that they
successful ones.
represent.
I mean, just look at Creep's more successful friend, Stick Sexenhammer. You just got people who can, and he even actually Six made a good point of this. What you can do is with, for example, you know, he pointed to, you know, so many people. It's like you can report these things instantly. Sargon can talk about it. I can talk about it. You know, give him a couple, you know, 2 hours, and even Matt and Blonde can get it fully covered on their stream. He actually called them specifically. It's pretty great.
You know what you know who had the worst coverage of this immediately?
Who?
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Now, Ben could actually be found out properly, because I'm sure Acton will have a good defensible position for that.
Alt-right, far-right, communist. No, fuck that. Fuck Ben Shapiro.
Sorry, guys, it was late.
Can I hear that again, please? Can I hear that again?
Fuck Ben Shapiro and fuck you.
Well, and now we're starting to see the whole
See,
don't punch
Here's
right
the
thing.
difference. Here's the difference, Blip. When someone's actually wrong that I agree, that you know I defend or agree with, I actually call them out. Unlike someone I know.
This is a shocker.
Telling you
Let me get 2 points out about this. I think the main reason why Ben Shapiro was kind of kvetching about him being alt-right or whatever was because he stood next to some people once who said some mean things about Israel.
Well, and here's the thing. Tommy
let
Robinson is an
Bigfoot-
avowed
let Bigfoot
Zionist.
Yeah, which just means Ben's not paying enough attention. But to give Ben a fair shot, his last podcast basically said, okay, I was wrong about Tommy Robinson. You guys flooded me for calling him alt-right. So here's my friend Douglas Murray's opinion on him, since I'm unqualified to talk about him, apparently.
Granted, it's pretty hard to keep up to date when you're locked in a locker for long extended periods of time.
How did you get out?
Yeah, how do you get out of that locker? You should have stayed there just talking
I
about
think my
it.
respiratory capabilities are under threat by being...
I just called my local my local rabbi and he got me out.
he dropped
No,
I
his
called the local
he's-
locksmith. You know, he makes a lot of money, so he's Jewish.
He's the one who locked in the one beneath me.
Gippy went exactly where I was going with that. He was dropping shekels out of the locker.
I'll pay you 15
I'm
more.
sure one of them hit the right combination on the spin dial.
One.
But we are deviating. I want to point out that when the judge was informed as to the danger to Tommy Robinson, because there was a blackout as to what actually occurred during the trial. Apparently, he either laughed it off, or
He literally
ignored
said,
it,
"So what?"
or something to that effect. I mean,
He
it's just-
literally. I believe there is a literal quote there. He says, "So I hear about this, and I'm thinking to myself, so what?"
and that just makes me think back to that fuckwit Abu Hamza. You remember the guy with the 2 hooks for arms? That ring any bells?
Wait, what was he saying? So what in reference to?
In reference to Tommy Robson's life being danger in prison.
Oh, so he's an actual piece of shit.
I
Yeah.
can just hear the Russian national anthem or the Soviet national anthem playing in the background as communism.
So, if you contrast that with Abu Hamza, who'd been calling for the destruction of Britain, the West, what have you, and who lost both his arms whilst attempting to build a device and it blew up literally in his face, he was restricted from being deported back to Jordan because he might have been tortured.
Oh no! God forbid a terrorist.
Imagine that!
Yeah, Tommy Robinson, whose life is, I mean, how many bounties has he got on his head? God knows what.
He's collecting them like. Never mind.
He's got all 151 poker allers. And they want to get him, basically. And just
And he's
the
being
callous nature.
and he's being put in a position where it can happen.
Yeah, just the callous attitude of that judge is just shocking. Really is.
Although apparently we have, I believe it's MPs are saying if there's one hair harmed on his head, then there will be a lawsuit against his government.
I think that was one MP.
It's still better.
Germany.
Bear in mind, our Home Secretary now is Muslim. This is the guy who's in charge of immigration and
Oh, that's a
crime and what have you.
oh
the
god,
police.
that's a mistake.
Yep,
It's like
I
having
mean, that should just be outlawed, honestly.
that's the fox guarding the hen house, basically.
actually to be more accurate here. This is the Joker running Arkham.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yep.
yeah.
Beggar, anything you want to add to this?
No, just looking at the situation as being fucked to hell house.
Well, I know that Geert Wilders is coming over to London. The Dutch. I've forgotten the name of the party he's in charge of.
I know he's an anti-Islamist guy.
Yeah, Eurosceptic, anti-Islamic, and he's going to be coming to Britain.
Oh god, that
I
reminds
wonder
me.
what's going to happen there. I reckon he's going to get banned.
Okay. Thanks for reminding me, Blub. Insertion of emergency topic related to that.
Okay, shall I stop speaking about that then?
No, we're going to keep speaking. Italy.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Everything that's going on in Italy right now, where the current government and media are trying to censor and get rid of everything related to this populist uprising.
You will receive the best for last.
No,
I mean,
but
I haven't been really paying attention to it since the last.
I didn't even know
Black-
that was happening. I haven't been paying attention.
apparently, what's been going on over there is they are doing their damnedest in a media smear and blackout campaign to paint these people as the second coming of Hitler.
Oh,
Or Mussolini.
Okay, so we're officially going to the next topic then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. To put a bit of background, last week, a complete EU shill in Italy, was it the president? Basically a ceremonial position in the Italian government. I think it's the president as opposed to the prime minister. Was able to block the formation of the government.
But that's the
That
government.
backfired severely. Should I look for an article on it? Post to you guys?
Please, because it's kind of hard for me at the moment.
I recall Deplip.
Okay. May take a few minutes in the meantime.
I mean, here's the issue: is that honestly, the thing is that it's not going to stop the Italian movement. As I've discussed, I have friends in Italy. They're young. They've got opinions that I would say are more in line with the 5-star. And if any, it's coming. No matter what they do, it's going to happen. And any attempts to try and roadblock it are going to backfire spectacularly,
The weird
as they
thing-
have.
Is that it's like do these people not realize that suppression, oppression, shit like that just breeds strength through these people because it validates what they're doing. So by telling by making them
Martyrs.
trying to silence them, it's only going to make them louder. It's like how do they not see this?
Well, it's like what Milo says. The best thing to make Milo unpopular is to just not do anything in response.
Yeah, it's But it's this freak out. It's this freak out era we're in where like something happens and everybody flips the fuck out. And instead of taking a step back and being like, maybe this isn't as bad as we thought, and maybe if we just don't acknowledge it, it'll die out. No, they freak out. Oh, look at these bad people, and then it exposes it to the right people, and they get more and more movements. So it's how they don't see this is just absolutely beyond me.
And the fact is that the movements in Italy aren't exactly... These are growing all over Europe.
Oh, of course. It was only a matter of time.
The EU, once it decided to become more than what it was designed to be, it was destined to collapse.
Mm-hmm. And on the note, by the way, of the EU and its ever-growing power, if you want a good analysis of that, I would go at Janusz Korwin-Mikke, the interview Sargon did with him, because Janusz is the Polish, basically the Polish head of libertarianism there, as I'll put it. The dude is, not only is he just a quote mine of amazingness, his actual analysis and his Euroscepticism has done nothing but help and save all of Eastern Europe from, and especially Poland, from that hellhole. Mind you, this is the same guy who has said that justice is the social justice as is a chair to an electric chair. He's great.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, I see your post, Splop.
D-Day is good. We're going to have a D-Day version 2.
Yeah, so
Electric Boogaloo.
So the Italian president basically tried to scupper the formation of the government.
Well, more specifically,
they realized only too late that if it forced another election, they would have lost even harder. So this basically prompted mass outrage across the country.
It's almost as if these fucking EU globalist shills, did they not have a backup plan?
No.
Not only that, but they also don't pay any attention what's going on in their own countries.
Apparently not.
No, they do not. Bear in mind, they've enjoyed absolute supremacy for decades now.
Well, yeah, for like the past, 60, 70 years, no one's questioned them until just, 2 or 3 years ago.
No, it's not that long, but it is...
20, 30 years.
Yeah, it's the last 20
ever since the formation of the EU...
Well, the original EU was, I guess, an economic trade bloc.
It was just a pact, and there was still the Soviet Union.
Well, regarding specific trade elements, now it regards a lot more of the economics.
But ever since the very early 90s, this is...
For reference, that's about when the euro started becoming a discussion topic. Then eventually it created into a real thing.
Mm-hmm. But notice at the same time, of course, you had massive cultural restructuring. The whole PC.
I'm loving the idea of a new Reich popping up in Germany. The last thing they wanted, and
it already is.
No, you know where the next Reich is going to be? It's going to be in France.
You reckon?
Dude, I'm telling you, the new fucking... Say what you want, Blip. I have said it multiple times, and I'm going to say it's going to range to be true. The current leader of France is going to be the next Hitler. Because they tried to stop French Trump, and they accidentally elected French Hitler. The guy's literally said...
Wait, Macron?
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy has literally gone and said, the media can't understand my complex opinions, because they're simple-minded leftists.
Macron is a retard, right?
No, Macron pretended
he's married to
be a retard to
Merkel.
get into office. I'm telling call me crazy all you want. You pretend to be crazy just to get
I'm
into
calling
office.
you crazy. I think Macron's a fucking idiot.
I think he's a cuck. He's married to Merkel anyway. But
Like I said, he just pretended to it so he can get into office.
back to the topic at hand. The thing with Italy is that it's such a slap in the EU's face, and they're not going to be able to really know how to deal with it. They have no backup plan.
Spaghetti-powered IEDs.
Say that again?
I said, how soon until we start seeing spaghetti-powered IEDs?
Swing your arms from
From side to side.
Those are the chants they march them into death camps in.
Not very long because apparently
Whipping them with with wet spaghetti.
Salvini's first.
And don't forget the USS Pineapple on Pizza, the mightiest pizza in the Italian Navy.
The Italians bake people in ovens along with the pizzas.
Yep, that's how else are they gonna build their navy?
Okay.
The Navy is rather overloaded at the moment because it's going to be deporting en masse.
Yep.
Oh man. So have we wrung all the spaghetti out of this?
No, because
Okay.
I do think it's an interesting point raised by Creepswork. Like, do they not know how to deal with this? Do they not know?
No,
do
they
not
don't.
back up?
'Cause
They
they've-
don't, and they're only going to be getting more and more desperate.
Because
and with each desperate move, it's only going to fuel
Because
the average person.
the EU is a very
skepticism.
the EU is a very very young concept.
Well, it's a very young concept, but they're gonna double down on this stuff because obviously they're gonna double down.
They're not in touch with reality. The people in Brussels, they basically live in a segregated city. It's sorry, not segregated, a gated city. They have access
What's
to
the
the
difference?
finest of amenities, the best healthcare, the best education, and they're divorced from the rest of the population. And this bubble is going to burst very soon. And when it
Sounds like
does,
the white
they're not going to
liberal
know how to deal with it.
New York.
Sorry?
Sounds like the white liberal neighborhoods in New York, to be honest.
Well, this is on a national level.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, let's face it. You've got millennia of history on this continent that, let's face it, the peoples of that continent are not going to forget. And you're trying to force them all to live together in fucking harmony when most of them still hate each other's fucking guts. On top of, you've got another influx of the Moors are coming again. I mean, let's face it, let's call it what it fucking is.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing, dude.
So basically, we can all sum it up with this: is that the EU, and more importantly, the leader of Italy, their spaghetti's falling out of their pockets.
Holy shit, they did it. Holy shit. Okay, so one of the conditions for this president scuppering the formation of the government was that he didn't want the Eurosceptic a Eurosceptic minister being appointed into the government.
So, did he literally say that?
Hmm?
Did he literally say
He,
that?
that was the condition.
So
So what they did was
He's
they
be-
formed a new government without him, and then they reappointed him. As
Wow.
this guy that he didn't want.
So wait, technically, would that make the former government? Technically, that means that was a coup. By if he had the power to quote unquote do that, then and they formed it anyway, and then appointed somebody else over him. That means technically they just literally overthrew the government.
Not really. No. The government hadn't been formed. He gets like a final say on the government. He did not want a particular minister to be appointed because he's Eurosceptic. They form the government, appeasing that condition, and then appoint him afterwards. Boom! Gotcha, bitch.
Yep. I do want to point, by the way, real quick, to Bigfoot's link that he posted in the peanut gallery. Emmanuel Macron claims Africa has civilizational problems, and and it's been held back by them and women having 7 or 8 children.
I think that's an understatement.
No, but this is why Macron is like secretly Hitler because he keeps on saying.
I don't know.
Super...
I do not trust the guy.
Neither do I.
I don't know either. That's why he's secretly Hitler.
Nah. He's Merkel's bitch through and through.
The problem is the instant he has any inkling of independent thought, Germany goes, no, bad bitch.
Bad bitch.
Well, I mean, it's currently right now, France wants to keep an eye on Germany at all times.
Oh, that's just called being, intelligent.
Yeah, but as soon as Germany raises a fist, France is just going to present itself and, we surrender.
Double for 100,000, monsieur?
Reach around handy, monsieur.
Here's a baguette.
They want the back, eh?
All right. So have we finally ringed all the spaghetti we're getting out of this?
There's no more
Spaghetti has
spaghetti.
fallen out of my pocket, thank you very much.
I don't have any more spaghetti.
All right. So we're gonna keep in topic with politics. So that Virginia delegate for Congress,
Oh, no.
who
Why is my state such a shithole? I swear.
who's running for their state Congress, as an independent libertarian, and admitted to
Quasi-libertarian, let's be clear.
Wait, Spot, can I hear that bit again, please?
independent libertarian who was a former
Quasi,
member
you keep forgetting the quasi.
who was a former member of the Virginia Libertarian Party.
Who got ousted.
Because he
He got kicked out.
Because he got caught.
Who, by the way, is pro-incest.
Wait, so are we sure we're talking about the same guy? I thought we're talking about Augustus Invictus here.
No.
Nope, this is another crazy.
So this guy's pro-incest, pro-pedophilia, and actually pro-rape because he wants to repeal marital rape laws.
Oh my god.
And he wants to institute a patriarchal system where women have to be subservient to men.
What in the world?
And he also wants to repeal laws. He wants to repeal incest laws in relation to marriage.
And whose ticket was he running under?
Are you sure this isn't West Virginia?
No, this is Virginia, 10th District.
Ugh.
Got that Eastern Virginia bullshit going on.
Yep. I just want to make something clear, by the way. I have never officially been affiliated with the Libertarian Party, nor have I ever been recognized as a member. Granted, I've been saying this since Arvin Bora. For those of you who don't know,
I know where Aleppo is.
Arvin Bora is the current vice fucking chair of the LNC. This motherfucker advocates for about what if the child consents those shit. Fuck that guy. He's ruined a at least moderately acceptable party. He and Johnson and now this faggot who was a member, and even for identifying with the ideology, because I still identify with the ideology, the reason he's a quasi-libertarian. This is not okay. This is not okay. Libertarianism is about consenting adults.
Anyway, but
This is in adulthood.
But anyway, it gets better. He's 37
What
years
if the
old.
child consents though?
So this guy's 37 years old, works on and off again as an accountant, and lives with his parents.
God, that's even more depressing as an accountant.
Like I said, he's a Medicare viewer who goes on R9K too much.
Now it's the question of if his parents support his ideologies as well.
Well, considering they haven't kicked him out yet, you never know.
Oh God, I never thought of that.
Oh no, my
But
parents
you
are
didn't answer the
legalizing
question.
weed.
Which
so-
Who knows,
ticket is he running under?
They have Friday night orgies.
He's running as an independent libertarian.
No, he's running as an independent, but he claims himself ideologically to be an independent quasi-libertarian. You need to be specific about it. We do need to be fair.
Either, I guess what he says he's running under as an independent libertarian.
That's what I'm saying too.
But again, this guy admitted to being a pedophile. Apparently, he's not even he's also spent 16 months in federal prison.
Oh, I'll get the prison vote. I tell you what.
Yeah, he's been 60 for threatening to kill the president in 2009.
Can you blame him?
Thing is, we don't know which president he was talking about.
Which president was in 2009?
He could have been talking about Bush.
He could be a talk about Bush or President like Obama. Even the Washington Post are just like, we don't know.
I prefer to think he's talking about Obama.
And
That would be a
According
mistake.
to Larson's campaign manifesto, his platform is as a quasi-neo-reactionary libertarian independent candidate. There you go. So he's a neo-reactionary, which does not surprise me. Those guys are fucked up.
So
And
we've got...
We've had them in the Batcave. They're fucked up.
So, yeah, I mean, we've... And this isn't the first time he's run for public office. Apparently, he's also tried to run for governor and state delegate.
I wouldn't classify this as neo-reactionary, to be fair. This guy is a spurg.
Classic
This
incel
guy is
spurt.
just crazy.
No, he is actually... Let's be fair, pedophilia and neo-reactionaries probably get a lot more in common than you think, because a lot of the alt-right can be classified as neo-reactionary.
But
I'm sorry, what?
But anyways, this guy also, in the last week, started and then had taken down 2 websites. One for suicidal pedophiles. And that's not a joke. He actually started one.
I mean,
God.
should we stop
Damn.
them? And no, we shouldn't.
And the second one was for the hardest of hardcore incels.
The elite.
Elite incel.
So what these are sergeants?
Incel prime.
So yeah,
The alpha incels.
The honor guard.
die Sturm Inseltruppen.
Incel alpha.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, this guy is a walking meme. He is a meme.
Yeah, he won't
Part
be
is-
walking much
The
longer.
unfortunate part is memes are bad. They're bad.
He's not even a good meme like Vermin Supreme. Or Hillary Clinton in an ironic way. He's just like...
Vermin Supreme sounds like a transformer.
He's like, who was that Green Party candidate that nobody gave a shit about?
Jill Stein?
Yeah, he was Jill Stein.
Yeah, but at least Jill Stein was fuckable. Dude, I'm not into grannies, but I would have done her.
Dude,
Anyway, but
you need to go to Specsavers quickly.
actually, guys, think about this. You know what's required to run for office in this case?
2 brain cells.
No, he needs to have 1,000 signatures proving that some people will vote for him.
Does he have those 1,000 yet?
Well, yeah, he registered.
Oh shit.
That means 1,000 people said, hey, this guy's a pedophile. I like
Were they
him.
Mexican?
Why don't you get voted?
Well, how it probably goes down is, yeah, I don't like all of his stuff, but some of it's
No, they were Pakistani, actually.
pedophile.
They
Yes,
were
that actually
fucking
makes sense.
I mean,
Perfectly
this is
aligned.
Northern Virginia we're talking about. It's basically the
Well,
immigrant
it's also,
capital.
they're also politicians, let's be honest.
Oh, yes.
Politicians south of, like, the Mason...
I do
Dixon
have to
line,
ask a
which is-
question here. Bigfoot, would you have voted for him?
No. Not even in that district. So I can't. Not that I would.
Well, look, as I've learned, every other candidate running for an office, or every 6th candidate, I'll say, running for an office will be a pedophile. You know, you got this guy,
Okay, well,
you got
the thing is-
Roy Moore, you got plenty of pedophiles running for office.
Ison, the problem with this guy, though, was he wasn't outed for being a pedophile. He admitted to being a pedophile. He wasn't outed.
Yeah, that's even worse. It is
I just
worse.
imagine in the interview, they're like, so how do you see yourself? I'm a pedophile.
You've got pedo pride.
I'm a pedophile, but I didn't ask you. I know I'm a pedophile. Why?
It's like, sir, how do you feel about Trump's economic policy? I'm a pedophile.
Why are you telling me this? I'm a pedophile. I'm legally supposed to tell you. You haven't been convicted of it, have you?
No.
Shit.
Not yet.
And then quietly writes,
The people watching that interview. Oh yeah, he seems pretty honest.
What a brave person.
So brave.
Stunning and brave.
So moving from this degeneracy into the next step of degeneracy, I saw a video earlier today from the Quartering. For those who remember him, the guy that got banned for life from Magic: The Gathering for having wrongthink.
And has indeed been a guest
How do
on
you get banned from? What?
He
Okay. Explain to me the situation, because I don't know jack shit about it.
okay. So apparently, according
Sounds like magic
the,
for
the claim was that his fan base harassed this cosplayer.
Oh
thought.
no!
a full-on thought.
Oh no! A titty cosplayer getting made fun of.
No, well, just
Totally didn't want attention.
She literally said, "No, it's more than just about having boobs." I'm like, "No, you show your tits in every shot."
I could go off on a whole tangent about cosplaying,
But we're not. But seriously, that was the whole thing. Magic banned him because some of the people that follow him were saying that no, she doesn't know anything about this fandom because all she does is cosplay.
But it was a bit more.
Somebody
They've been wanting to ban him anyway because he kept calling them out for all the pedos and their judges.
Oh, that's true. Yes, but I'm just saying that was the thing that was the.
Why I don't play Magic, or Yu-Gi-Oh, or Pokemon.
I play White Schwartz, but that's a Japanese. That's not a Japanese card yet. But
Fucking weeb.
yeah, and I hit.
You don't have to worry about the pedophilia because 13 age of consent.
Exactly. Anyway, so Quartering put out a video. He was apparently going to go to Gen Con this year. And those who don't know, it's one of the oldest big conventions in the United States. Last year was its 50th anniversary. This thing's been running for a while. But apparently one of the big things is it talks about, how it's currently evolved. Its big thing is tabletop gaming, card games, that kind of stuff. He started talking about the people that showed up as honored guests. The people paid to be there. First one up is the guy that created Roll20, the online service where you can play D&D and stuff online. Then he brought up the other side bit where apparently this guy is trying to drop ban hammers on people who want to set up male-only games on his site with his service.
Respect whammon.
Basically, yeah, it is respect whammon. But here's the problem. They try to set up women-only things, which also violates the terms of service. Not a fucking word.
Respect man.
But anyway, so the second guest lineup is where things get really, really toxic.
Anita Sarkeesian.
Yep.
Respect
I
whammon.
was right. God damn it!
So,
Wonder who's behind this.
GenCom is inviting Anita Sarkeesian to talk about other gaming media now. She's coming after our tabletops and card games now.
Nerds.
What is left?
Us or her or them?
If
Who
pay
are the
me
nerds
to
here?
go to that convention and ask a question, I would just go, nerd!
Actually, here's the problem. Here's the interesting
That's
thing.
probably what she said when she got the invite.
Actually, this is interesting because
That's what I would scream at her. I'd just be, nerd!
no. Here's the interesting part. According to the website, she's supposed to have a Q&A session.
Ooh.
Oh?
Now the question becomes:
Creepswork,
Wait,
maximum
hold
warp.
that thought. Creepswork. It's in Indianapolis. We could go.
Maximum warp.
Oh my god. I could do it.
Make it so.
Do it. Do it. If I could get the money to do it, I would.
But anyway,
Totally like that.
so the question becomes: will they follow the normal rules and procedures for a Q&A session, or would it be pre-selected questions? Because this is the same woman
Of course it's going to be pre-selected questions.
Because this is the same woman who hurled abuse at a paying audience member from her platform, and
Here's the other thing. None of the nerds over there are gonna do anything of value like, Anita, why are you such a fucking bitch? Because they're too pussy to do anything.
Wrong.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that they will. You're going to get the same thing that was posed to...
I don't see it happen.
which was the convention our Traps Gay was posed to the
CoxCon.
audience? It was posed to the panel.
CoxCon.
CoxCon. You're going to have that, dude.
Given the soy content of your average Magic the Gathering party, it's just gonna be like, Anita,
You clearly know nothing about Magic the Gathering then.
I don't care
Yeah.
to know anything
Yeah.
about
I mean,
Magic.
again-
You have tarred them not with the same brush, but with the wrong brush.
I mean, and again, you're assuming this is all about Magic Gathering. No, this is
Also, I just want to take an aside. Creeps, you're calling him a nerd. You play Dungeons and Dragons.
I've only played it like once so
The
far.
thing is,
We played it
When
like
he says once, he means
nerd.
1,000 times.
but again, this also includes stuff like Warhammer, D&D. This includes stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So-
they're
Yeah.
not
So
gonna
instead of
fix it.
calling her a nerd, I'll call her a cunt. and I'll just go, cunt.
So
Hey, Samantha Bee said it.
we're not touching that topic.
Oh, dude, tickets are $2.
Oh, fuck.
Is that
Matter
all
of fact-
Anita's worth?
Who lives in Indianapolis? I could stay with her and I could just go to the fucking con. It'd be perfect.
If you do this, I would
said
video.
you
right?
must do this for the. You have to do this for the back.
My internship's over after that. I could do it.
Get
my
me
face-
with you, and we can tag team Anita.
God, that
Just
sounded
back to
wrong.
back
She will enjoy
questions.
it.
All right, we're down to our last 20 minutes,
I
gentlemen.
wouldn't even troll her. What?
We're down to our last 20 minutes, gentlemen, so we're going to introduce the meaty section of it. So, gentlemen, Soilo.
You may fire when ready.
What the fuck was this movie? I mean,
Don't get cock in my hair, kid. I mean,
You find yourself floating in space.
so...
hey,
As,
this robot's pretty sexy.
to all of our 2 or 3 watt viewers...
What's that flashing?
So to all of our 2 or 3 viewers, Soilo solo a Star Wars story, quote unquote, but we're calling it Soilo because let's face it, there's more soy in this. There's more soy involved in this production than there is in fucking Japan, alright? So, this has been a, despite quote unquote setting Memorial Weekend records, this thing's been effectively a flop.
Good.
Disclosure spot. Have you seen it?
Good.
Have you seen the movie?
Good. Now go to the Jedi Temple and make them not watch Solo. Yes.
So, yeah, again, supposedly said Memorial Day records, but this is supposed to be a Star Wars movie, and it should have been a gimme, and it did not get even close to, didn't even get close to half of what they expected on the opening weekend.
Order
Yes,
66 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I just think of, my trip on the way back from the movie theater that night I watched Last Jedi, where I was just screaming in the car on over and over, they ruined Star Wars, and it was like, you know what? That you're fucking right. They did ruin Star Wars. They did, and this is proof that they're going to continue to ruin it. And the vindication passed to me. It's just wonderful.
So, general things to take away from this. Lando Calrissian has devolved from suave ladies' man to pansexual who bangs droids.
I mean, he is black, so devolving is part of his nature. I mean...
And if we ever wanted to be demonetized, that's how we do it. Not that we're monetized to begin with, folks.
But so, 2, we find out the origin of Han Solo's name. It was given to him by a random guy.
Context?
In other words, he never had a last name because apparently he grew up as a street urchin for a vampire squid thing that gets killed in sunlight.
No. You got it all wrong. Solo came from the type of porn he does. He was a cam guy when he was growing up.
But yeah, apparently since he didn't have a last name, so he signed up to join the Empire as a soldier, and they gave him the last name Solo.
As a soldier, not as a pilot.
He wanted to be a pilot, but he ended up as a soldier.
Well done, guys. Well done. You have to fuck up everything in English.
Wait. How did he sign up for the Empire when
Because he was trying to get off of Corellia.
No. This was before the Empire existed, wasn't it?
No, the Empire existed.
No, this is when he was a young teen. Older teen.
Yeah,
But
This is like in his early 20s, I think.
yeah. This is post episode 3.
I'm forgetting my timeline placements.
So anyway,
The movie's also.
they're
The
claiming.
movie's also.
They also claim
The
it's,
movie.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. The movie's also still $40 million under budget for ticket sales.
Yeah, but anyway, the opening text PowerPoint also claims that it's a lawless time. Right.
For reference...
How can it be a lawless time if the Empire's in control?
All right. Real quick, everyone. For reference, Harrison Ford was actually like 34, 35 when they filmed New Hope. Or when they released New Hope.
Yeah.
So he was probably like 43 during filming.
Okay.
What?
Or 33 during filming, 33. So
Yeah.
that means that there's at least 10 years there where you can make it Actually, there's about 17 years where you can make the Empire happen, where it's at least interesting.
Well,
It's somewhere in the 17 years.
Ison. In episode 3, Lucas originally wanted there to be a cameo. Well, not a cameo, but a small snippet where a boy Solo carries out some form of sabotage.
He was the Jedi kid who saved Organa. And
Anyway.
she actually lived.
Anyway, and moving on. So, yeah, his blaster was just a modified rifle. And it was tossed at him. So no connection again. Chewie, his nickname was because Han just looked over and said, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to have to shorten that. The Kessel Run is brought up here. This is where the Kessel Run happens in this movie. And it's not through, like in the EU where it's, a whole bunch of black holes. No, it's a giant storm in space.
I don't.
Kessel, even in the EU, it's not surrounded by black holes.
The mall. The Kessel
the
is
mall
surrounded.
is, yes.
No, the Kessel's right next to the mall.
It is?
Yes.
The mall was...
No, Kessel's right next to the mall.
Shut your maw.
That's what made the Kessel Run a thing, because you had to get close to this
Oh,
gravitation.
shit! Yeah, you're right.
Instead of it being gravitational distortions, it's a giant storm.
What's so impressive about Kessel?
The Kessel,
Kessel's where glycerin spices are produced.
which is the drug of Star Wars.
Hmm.
But
So it's a drug run through dangerous territory.
yes. That's what the Kessel Run, quote unquote, supposedly really is. But the Falcon's Kessel Run. Okay, we're gonna have to back up a bit. We have to talk about the droid in this. Leet 1337. Who is female?
I wonder how clever they thought they were in the writers' room when they came up with that.
Oh, probably thought
We're
they were
gonna
very
call it elite.
It's so funny, guys.
They jerked away in triumph.
And anyway, so this is a female droid, and I emphasize female here because she's screaming for droid rights, ending droid oppression.
Re-droid patriarchy and
We
rape.
have nothing
Politics,
to
relevant.
lose but our shackle bots.
And-
to be
And she has a romantic relationship with Lando.
Which I still don't get how you can stick your dick in that thing.
Well, we have
there
flashlights.
There is an explanation in the movie. When I heard it, I was just like, I fucking hate it.
Why would they explain that?
They explained it only a little bit, it's like
Why
enough
would
of the
they do it
PG-13
in the
thing.
first place?
Why
Like,
is it a thing?
You see that robot back there? Yeah, I put my dick in it every night, kids.
No, it's not
I own
Lando
that bitch.
saying it. It's from the robot saying to the other female, and the female is just just like her bewilderment look on it.
Oh, he put his penis in one
But
of my...
anyway, on top of that, Solo doubles down on now Star Wars ships canonically need fuel.
Well, I mean, I assume they always needed fuel, but it was like...
No,
oh,
actually,
screw
yeah, no, I'm doing the actually thing. But every ship use the ships all use reactors.
it. Oh. Yo, we got a fusion reactor in the back, and if anything bad happens, it'll go
Let's
nuclear.
get a hydro spanner.
But
Shut the fuck up, Flip.
But yeah, it's just, oh my fucking god. Everything about this. And so apparently the big plot point is Solo's girlfriend who gets left behind in Corellia but turns out not to be left behind in Corellia. She joins up with this mob, but not really, but yes, but no. I watched somebody's rage video on it who went through the plot point by point.
And
just,
don't forget Darth Maul.
yes, that's a thing. At the very end of the movie, Darth Maul is in it.
I was watching a bit,
And he
but
just kills somebody, and then
No,
that's
he's just
it.
there. He's just there.
he's hologrammed like Snoke.
And he ignites his lightsaber for no reason and then turns it off. And then it fades to black.
Who's he talking to in reference to the hologram? Like,
He's talking to Solo's girlfriend
why?
He's a Sith.
because his ex-girlfriend, who apparently now works for him.
Who's a Sith apprentice of all things.
It's a Sith holocron.
Ladies love the horns.
I mean, men love the horns too. We've all seen people get obsessed over the fucking 02 from Darling in the Franxx. That is the new basic waifu of the anime weeb bags.
And that's a diversion from topic. But, so yeah, Soilo, it's just, oh my fucking god, why?
Zoilo, a Star Wars supplement.
Yet the Chinese are not happy to take that supplement.
Yeah, they don't want
Of course
to.
they are.
You know
Well,
what
'cause it's a
pisses me off the
repository.
most is all the apologism. Fuck.
Apologists.
Yeah, that you have for this movie saying, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, but this is actually a good thing that it flopped, so we don't have any more white men as our leads.
Yeah, they're literally saying that. So they're saying because pretty much every aspect of this movie was bad, therefore it's because there's a white guy leading it.
You know what the funny part is? Like, Episode 8 bombed in China because of because of their xenophobia and everything and racism.
Yeah,
and
there's
because,
no chinks.
because Finn was, I guess he was like more of a leading role in it.
No, because he's an ugly black man, is what they said.
He also
They
courted an Asian woman.
In those
He courted an Asian woman.
They didn't like it too much.
Ison,
no
that's episode 9.
misogyny.
Episode 8. Wait. You speaking about episode 7 or episode 8?
8.
8.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
nice
and
right,
that's
there was
one
an
more
Asian
reason.
woman there.
Yeah, he courted an ugly, pudgy Asian girl.
Who?
No, an Asian woman courted him.
Same difference.
No,
Strong
not really.
But she's Vietnamese, so it cancels out.
Either way, yeah. There is no coming back.
I think it's going to be up to China to destroy Hollywood.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is officially there is no coming back for Star Wars. It is over. It is done.
Oh, they're still going to do episode 9, but it's going to.
I know, but there's no hope.
I just want Mark Hamill to actually come out
There's
and do a cameo.
episode 9, no hope.
I want Mark Hamill to do a cameo. Say, "Don't go and see this. Don't do it."
I think he.
Oh, what, he was dropping like "Don't go watch episode 8" bombs all throughout. Like,
It's the longest. Like, that's what even asked to describe episode 8. All
he
he could say
was
was the
still
longest.
surprisingly restrained and diplomatic.
oh yeah, I know, but he was still like, well, he was trying to dodge saying it's shit, but he was also not saying
He
it's
did
good.
everything he could to tell us while also keeping his paycheck.
Tashi Station and pick up some power converters.
Like, yeah, let's be honest though. All he did was try and keep his paycheck and warn us, and I give him credit for that.
I don't blame Mark Hamill for any of this. He's just an actor. I don't blame him for shit movies. I blame the writers.
I blame him
fucking
for being a fucking idiot though.
I blame Rian Johnson. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I made fucking Looper, guys. I'm totally qualified. It's the one only movie that anybody ever liked that I made.
And
Actually, it's like one of 2 movies I've ever made.
Okay, actually, so Looper is shit because the ending.
Yeah.
I know you don't want me to get off topic, but I hate time travel movies just because of that reason. Back to the Future was the only one that did it right. Looper was like, yeah, man, I'm just going to have the main character kill himself at the end. I don't care about spoilers.
Isn't that a paradox?
Yeah, it's a paradox. Nothing in the movie should have happened at that point.
Yeah.
But the movie also should have happened and been in loop for all of eternity.
Yeah, it would have been an endless loop.
That's the sequel.
Looper.
Well, that's where look. I shit. All right, modern Doctor Who is shit. The old one was good because it actually established time laws, and it made sense. You know, like, oh, you can't go to other fixed point in time. You know why? Because the time travelers have already been there, and if you go there, you're gonna. Or we have already been
The
there.
last good series I've watched was The Flash on CW. I don't care what
I
anyone says.
refuse to watch that
Okay,
garbage.
we're
but,
pretty on
It's a
topic,
good
guys.
fucking series. It's cheesy as shit, but it's good.
so,
I-
all right,
I-
last topic. Last topic. Go to the last topic.
All right. We only got 2 more we can work with, and this is Ison's boner topic: Fallout 76.
It's going. Here's the thing. All right. If it's made by a dev team that isn't the actual Bethesda development team, 'cause they've been told it's supposedly Bethesda Austin, it might be good. But the rumors are saying
We're not
It's
Gimpy, we're
either-
not bringing up Shadman in here.
it's either going Oh no, you want to bring in Shad, man. This guy over here is the guy to talk to you, right, Creeps?
What?
Well, you actually are friends with Shad.
Fuck no, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
You're acquaintances with him.
No, I'm not.
You do
What?
a podcast with him once?
The accusation
No!
has stuck. There is no denying
That
it.
was Shadowley, you fucking idiot.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm retarded.
We just called him Shadman to fuck with people.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Do you think I actually pay attention to your shit?
Anyway,
Oh,
back to your shit, Ison.
Yeah, back to the topic. Fucking whatever it was. Here's the thing about Fallout 76. It's going to suck total fucking ass.
Oh yeah, no.
Because it's a Bethesda Fallout. But
Yet
there's
you're
a
going
running...
to be able to, for the second time, create female characters.
And there's reports from Kotaku of all places of Jason Schreier saying it's going to be a fucking Rust clone and Fallout, and it's going to be terrible.
You want to talk about our little agreement?
But yeah, the only reason I want to discuss this is because there's a running bet right now between me and Creepswork here that $20 is he wins if it turns out to just be like Fallout Shelter but first person with nice graphics. I win if it's a Fallout Rust clone. 'Cause it's going to be. 4chan leaked it was going to be back in December.
What if it's both?
It has to,
You did not plan for that contingency.
it has to be definitively one or the other for us to get
Well,
money
to
out
be
of it.
fair, Rust is just Fallout Shelter with multiplayer.
Ison wins by default then.
Well, no, because if it doesn't have multiplayer, he wins. If it's multiplayer, I win, basically.
Well, it's supposed to have online...
Supposedly, yeah.
multiplayer.
That's another $20 I have to give to fucking somebody else.
And I'm not
Right,
even...
it is noted for all posterity.
So noted.
I also pay this kid 20 for editing for me. So
Can I put my bet on Ison too
damn
then?
it.
What do you want?
Can I put my money on Ison too? We see what happens.
What have
You
you
got
done?
another offer. You got another offer, beggar. Or you got another offer, Creepswork. You
I'm
got
not
to do a
taking-
$20
no.
bet with him?
No, no bet.
All right, so actually delve into this bloody topic. You've danced around it. It's a thing. So what is this?
It was a leak that happened a couple days ago. Bethesda did this entire live stream trying to hype it up. And then what happened is they said they loaded it, they ran the trailer, and it starts with the radio, and as radio starts playing Country
it's
Roads.
almost the exact copy of the Fallout 3 trailer, but
Yep.
it starts out. The first 10 seconds of it starts out exactly like that, and then it diverges.
But it's a Pip-Boy. And then they do Country Roads, and here's the thing, they think it's going to be in West Virginia, because the song, Country Roads are going to be in West Virginia, Almost Heaven.
Isn't it supposed to be set earlier than...
I'm
I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's going to be set in 22.
No, actually 2105. It's going to be 25 years after the bombs fell.
But why wouldn't they just make it 2276?
Because Vault 76.
Yeah, but they could still...
It's called 76.
They could make the year too.
Oh no, because Creepswork in the universe, actually, Vault 76 is actually Control Vault, which means it opens 20 years after. So after the 25 is, your guy's going out late, or you just had to go 5 years late.
Or
for some
you're gonna go out early and get irradiated even worse.
Well, no, because after 20 years, the radiation is gone, basically. All the except for the pockets that won't go away for 2,000 years. But yeah, no, that's basically what's going to be happening, and it's Look, I want it to be good. But
Here's the
it's gonna
thing.
suck.
I wouldn't mind Fallout Online. It's a great universe to have an online setting, but it's gonna be shit probably.
Well, and if they make it like a good Rust or DayZ, it's
that
fine.
that kind of setting. But if it's online, if it's an actual MMO, I would consider it.
No, it should not be an MMO. It needs to be in the style of DayZ or Rust, but it needs to be done well, and it won't.
Well, time will tell. Does anybody have anything else to add on this topic?
That or the worst possible case scenario, we get a battle royale for Fallout.
76 enter, one will leave.
So the only other thing that we can the only other topic we had, and this could be a brief snippet, the recent passing of John Bain, Total Biscuit.
Oh, As I said earlier, I don't really have too much to say. I salute him for what he did for Gamergate back in the day. It did turn to shit at one point.
I will counter that point and say Gamergate and everybody who fought for it is a fucking nerd. That was the only important thing they had in their life. There we go.
Yeah, you owe your
Some
entire
people got
existence
very
to them.
successful off of it. A lot of
I know,
people
but
got
still,
successful.
it's
Without
like-
Gamergate, you wouldn't exist. Anyway, I want to finish off this with one point. Despite his disease, he was a prolific worker. He did put a lot of effort into his videos. I'll give him that. And I did used to enjoy his reviews. He did, for the most part, review games I wasn't that interested in, but he would put an interesting spin on them. And the reviews tended to be quite honest. I did like them.
Look, on the note of John Bain, I used to watch him a lot. I used to watch Total Biscuit all the fucking time. And his content was good. He had unparalleled quality when it came to it, and his reviews were very good.
The piano music with this
And
somber tone.
fuck you. Even look, I had a falling out with him because his toxic personality. It was a thing. during
Oh
the
man, I
election.
can't believe a YouTuber didn't meet my expectations.
No, but like, here's the thing, Creepswork. What he did after the election, because Trump, when he's like, anyone who supported Trump who was on the channel who's a fan needs to leave. We don't need you.
Oh, no.
We don't want you. You're useless. Well, even Keith
YouTuber
Neistat.
that did something stupid.
Well, no, even Neistat took it on the chin. But like, Total Biscuit was an asshole, and I'm not going to support him with my time or my money.
He put me on a block list.
Yeah, he put a lot of us on a block list. It was great. And he was an asshole, but he did do the medium at least some level of a service through his, his content, and did help at least found all of alternative media as we know it. And nobody deserves to die at 33 of ass cancer.
Gamergate made alternative media.
No, it's not even.
Gamergate made you.
No, fuck alternative media. In Gamergate, Gamergate was nothing. No, he was one of the founding fathers of any of the, like, YouTube journalism, of actual genuine alternative options for viewership versus the mainstream. And it happened in gaming. We saw the reflection of it come to a head. Then we saw it come to a head with the Trump election when the media got
Video
BTFO.
games are coming under attack. Oh no.
But it honestly, what he did was ultimately a service to all of alternative media as we know it. Without him helping pave the way, I don't think even anyone like, Breitbart or Milo or Alex Jones would be as popular as they are now, to put it bluntly. So you know what? Rest in peace, John.
Pretty
You're a
sure
bastard.
InfoWars got fucking, major traffic after the elections.
No, I know. What I'm saying, though, is that the lot of the major traffic these days that go to any alternative media like them are as a result of foundational work that was done early on in the internet, before YouTube. And John did have a part in that. Because gaming was that was actually a bigger aspect than I think anyone wants to admit.
Also, Bane.
But yeah, no, to that I say he did a good service, and rest in peace. He was an asshole, though, but rest in peace.
Random topic, but has anybody seen the shit that Kraut and David Sherrod are up to?
We're not even getting into this.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Dead.
Oh, we're not? Okay, cut it then.
Yeah, because
Oh well.
Hey, but do you have
You don't
any
want
regard
24-hour ops?
to Total Biscuit?
No, I never really watched this stuff, so
okay,
I'm indifferent.
since we're heading into the segment, Bigfoot, can you sum it up in a Keck or Cringe segment?
Yes, I can.
All right, we're moving into Keck or Cringe. Then you may begin.
So apparently Kraut and his little gang of cronies, including David Sherrod now, have threatened Braving Ruin off the internet with a dox, apparently. So now Braving Ruin's off the internet for a second time.
Cringe.
Are we
Hey.
talking 48-hour ops?
Probably.
David Sherrod.
It's just so
David Sherrod with Kraut's just so far irrelevant that even Sherrod's involved with him now. Okay.
I mean, like, is Trout trying to play the villain in all this? Because nobody who doxes ever...
You'll never fucking understand.
Like, you cannot play the good guy and dox. It's
I
not-
am the good guy.
That's not how
I'm the
marketing
good
works.
guy.
Yeah, isn't that what I was talking about earlier?
Internet
Like-
scholars respond.
In my case, doxing is a last case scenario. If shit goes so south for you that you cannot, bring yourself back, yeah, then you fucking dox because you
It's
got
the
nothing else.
nuclear
to do.
option. It is actually the nuclear option.
It's the nuclear option. I mean, I guess Crowd's gotten there, but he's also trying to play himself as the good guy, I guess, which is not going to happen.
No, he's just a bitter, vindictive
No,
cunt. He doesn't really care about his image at this point.
I don't give a flying fuck about Kraut. He's sounds like a pretentious bastard.
Yes.
Plus, I don't give a shit
He always
about
has
any
been.
of that stuff because, like Mr. Menaker says, it's dumb internet shit. But still, I can't help but notice that Kraut's just playing this game fucking dumb.
No, but my problem is he's just dragging people's personal lives up into his stupid internet drama because, someone who I thought is a friend turned out to be some, person I don't like
Internet friends.
politically.
All right, we're this is running a little bit long for
Yeah.
Tech or Cringe. The one topic I could bring up is apparently Jimmy Kimmel has challenged Ted Cruz to a one-on-one basketball game.
I would do pay for that. I would pay to watch that.
I'll ask my boss how Ted Cruz did on the court.
So
And he's gonna destroy
I
him.
don't know. The GOP could probably get a ton of fucking money if they
Sell
did
tickets.
pay-per-view.
sell tickets and pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd pay good money.
for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Blip, you buying anything surprises me these days.
Anybody else got Kick or Cringe to introduce?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
Nobody?
I think that's pretty much it.
Go. I mean, if you're not sure about it, just say it. We probably will find it hilarious.
No. As in, there's probably a topic I could think of, but not at the moment.
Okay, in that case, we'll have to... well, it's been over an hour, Jen, so we might as well go ahead and start.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
I do have one topic. Keck or Cringe, it could be. Do you guys know about the creepy leaks, the creepypasta bullshit?
No, I can't say I do.
Okay, so I'll give a brief history because this will take fucking forever. The only reason why I even am slightly knowing about this is because I used to do creepypasta narrations and I was in the stupid fucking community. Pretty much.
He still does, by the way.
I still do it, but I just don't associate with those retards. So this one author, I don't know if I want to name him out. Well, Slime Beast, because he's put himself out there publicly. He's going on a crusade against them, which I think he's pushing it too hard, and he's because nobody gives a shit about these people anymore. All their channels are dead. Essentially, what the Creepy Leaks is exposing MCP and all of his other little internet friends in all their sexual deviancy. They were banging fans while they were married. They were banging their managers and they're married. And
Hey Productions is a pedophile.
pretty much. MCP's wife is essentially just a gold digger. He's fucked his fans while married to her. And plus he's shafted a lot of people out of money. So it's some shit.
So basically, this is like Channel Awesome again.
Yeah, it's exactly like Channel Awesome, but with a bunch of people who took the horror genre way too personally, and started becoming the creeps that they read about.
Yeah, that's definitely cringe.
But I think that the Slime Beast is. I've told it to him as well. I think he's pushing it too hard because the creepypasta community is dead. It's been dead for a long time. His channel is apparent. He's got over 1 million subs, and he doesn't even make 30,000 views on most of his videos now.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's a
something.
hell of a lot more than us.
But
That's pretty
but given his all that shit, he used to be on top.
Content also has high quality.
He used to be on top of the world, but now he's the entire genre is a laughing stock because of these people.
Isn't that most people on the internet are completely fucked up in one way or another?
I guess you could say that.
Speak
but
for yourself, Bigfoot.
I'm only 3/4 of the way fucked up.
I'm
I
about
mean,
1/4.
I do recognize the irony of me saying that while recording a podcast for the YouTube. But
10 billionth podcast on YouTube.
we literally have 5 viewers, and most of them are us. So
Who
It's
clicked
10.
accidentally?
I could have advertised this to my guys, but then your chats would just be filled with nothing but autism. So I spared.
That's
you
alright.
guys
Nobody's
that.
ever going to read it.
But
Alright, Spot, you want to wrap it up?
Full disclosure, this is recorded, so you can still blast it when we actually upload it. Give us all the autism and views.
which won't be like a month from now.
I'll spare you guys I'll spare you the mental trauma.
Alright, but alright, so wrapping up, gents, any closing thoughts from my left or my right for anything that's happened with this recording? Ison.
Not particularly, I guess. Go Mets.
Riveting, Ison. Good job. Good job, man. 10 out of 10.
I'm not even a Mets fan.
Bigfoot.
I don't know.
Good God, we got
I'm
some
gonna-
we have a lackadaisical group
All
today.
right, I know why. Bigfoot, fine. Yeah, I'll come down and let you out of my basement. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Bigfoot stayed over at my place last weekend, actually. He was on his way back from something, I don't fucking remember.
I mean, I did finally put in the lotion in the basket, but
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Speaking of,
I want to get out.
Blop, closing thoughts?
You didn't see Anita and me alone in the South Passage. She expressed her true feelings for me.
Gimp, I could just, whatever. Creep, what do you got? Closing thoughts?
Fucking internet is too serious today, and everybody needs to fucking kill themselves. There we
You've been
go.
around Ison too long.
Or maybe Ison's been around me too long.
Either way, you're both...
I would say it's a little bit of both.
Bagger, what do you got?
I mean, I would like to insert the black though Gimpy just said, but I'm just gonna do the classic line: "Clean your room, kids."
Don't forget, clean your room.
do it. I'm not doing it.
So, closing thoughts on my end, avoid Soilo at all costs. Be like everybody else. Follow the trend in this case. Don't even get involved. With that said, guys, this has been the Deplorable Batcave podcast. Later.
Hey, rape warning.